say that this is blue? I don't think you can. Looks black here. Oh well. But hello there, so today I'm here to share with you my TBR for the Olympic Games Readathon. And I'm very scared about it. I'm scared because as soon as I put this TBR out there, I will feel obligated to actually complete it, and I'm not very good at that, you know. I don't like the pressure, I don't know. I don't typically do TBRs because I'm the biggest mid reader out there, but I don't know, I just really like the idea of this readathon and I decided to join. The Olympic Games Readathon is a readathon inspired by Percy Jackson, and I love Percy Jackson. And I'm so happy and so optimistic now that I know that we're gonna have a Percy Jackson Disney Plus series. This is so exciting. I actually have my reaction to the video announcement filmed because one of my friends told me about it and asked me to, you know, film myself reacting to it, and it's quite cute. It's quite cute. I think I'm gonna include it at the end of this video. It seems fitting, I think. Yeah. So in this readathon, there are the different teams for the different Olympian gods, and I decided to join the Aphrodite team. Aphrodite team? Not sure how to say her name in English. Aphrodite or Aphrodite? I think it's Aphrodite. Whatever. You have different prompts for each team, so I'm gonna leave the announcement video down below so that you can check it out for yourself if you decide to join. So now let's get into it. So the first prompt is, Aphrodite is often invested in the love lives of mortals. Read a romance to curb her curiosity. And for this I chose Abroad by Liz Jacobs. This book tells the story of Nick, who is the son of a Russian immigrant family. They are Jewish Russian and they flew from the country. And he is gay and he's closeted because his family is quite traditional and, you know, homophobic. I believe this book starts when Nick goes to university in London and he gets close to this group of people, one of whom is Dex. And Dex is a black queer guy who just recently moved to this largely white town with his family. And the two of them meet and start having feelings for each other. And I think this is going to be a very interesting and very cute read. And I'm very excited about it. The next prompt is read a book with a cover you think is beautiful. And for this I chose Seconds by Brian Lee O'Malley. And, you know, it's already a beautiful cover with the dust jacket on, but when you take it off is when the magic happens. So, and there's the little mushroom on the spine as well. I love it. Brian Lee O'Malley is actually the guy who created the Scott Pilgrim comics, and he's just a very talented guy. So Seconds is about Katie. She is a young chef and things are going very well for her until they're not. And when that happens, she wants a second chance. And one night, a girl just walks up to her and hands her a little recipe, I guess you could say, for a do-it-yourself do-over. So the recipe is, write your mistake, ingest one mushroom, go to sleep and wake anew. And surprisingly it works and her mistakes are gone and she's got her second chance and now she has a drawer filled with those magic mushrooms. And this is a graphic novel. I think it's gonna be very fun and very good. And also I think it's gonna be great when I'm not feeling like reading because it will flow better and just, you know, I will read it faster, so that's always nice. The third prompt is read a book with a strong, independent female main character. And for this I chose Sweet Tooth by Ian McEwan. I know what you're thinking, but Bella, it's written Serena on the cover. This is the Brazilian edition and Serena is the Brazilian title. So I have read, I think last year or the year before, another book by Ian McEwan called Atonement, and I absolutely loved it. It's an amazing book, basically. And I don't know much about this one, but it does sound like it has a strong, independent female main character. So what I know about this is that it follows Serena, and she is a spy for MI5, which is the British intelligence agency. And it's set during the Cold War. And I think she falls in love with the guy she's supposed to be spying on. Which, you know, I'm sold. I love films about spies, I love books about spies, especially when there's romance involved, so I'm very excited about this. This sounds just like my cup of tea. The next prompt is: Aphrodite speaks fondly of her daughter Juliet and her short-lived romance with Romeo. Read a classic novel in remembrance of them. For this prompt, I chose Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. I've never read any Jane Austen book except for Pride and Prejudice, and even that was a long time ago. So I am looking forward to this. I don't really know much about this book. Caroline from Read with Caroline said this is her favorite Jane Austen novel, and so I decided to pick it up. This follows Catherine Morland, who's a 17-year-old girl who really loves Gothic novels, and I mean, same. Some new friends of hers invite her over to Northanger Abbey, and she goes. And she has a very vivid imagination. I read this as a mix of coming-of-age story and a satire of Gothic fiction, so sounds interesting to me. As his lover, Aphrodite spends a lot of time with Ares. Complete a prompt that honors him. So that basically means that I have to complete one of the prompts for Team Ares, and the one that I chose was to read a book featuring a morally grey character. And for this, I decided to finally pick up Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I know, it's 2020 and I'm reading the Grisha trilogy for the first time. It's fine. I picked this up because my friend Juno said there's a morally grey character in this. Funnily enough, I don't know any spoilers of the Grisha trilogy, which I think is a miracle. So this follows Alina. She's an orphan soldier going through her first trek across the Shadowfold, which, from what I gathered, is like a hole in the ground filled with darkness and monsters. And she's very scared. She doesn't know if she's gonna survive it. And she unleashes some dormant magic she didn't know she possessed. My friend Juno also read this for the first time this year, and she fell madly in love with all of the characters and the world, and so she actually lent me her books, and I'm finally going to read them now. This one is for you, Juno. So these are all the mandatory challenges for Team Aphrodite, and I am going to be beyond happy if I manage to finish all of those. But when you finish the mandatory challenges, there are also some extra challenges, some advanced challenges that you can fulfill if you want. And I actually chose books to read for them in case I manage to read all the other books. The advanced challenges for Team Aphrodite are archery, canoeing, and Pegasus riding. So archery is to read a book shorter than 200 pages, and for this I chose Binti by Nnedi Okorafor, I think is how you say her name. I hope I'm not butchering it. This is a very short novella that follows Binti, and she is the first of all people to go to university, but in doing so, she gives up her place among them. And now she is living with people who don't share her ways and who don't respect her customs, and, you know, there's the whole culture shock, I guess you could say. I don't know much other than that about this one, but I do know that it's sci-fi, and that is very exciting to me. I love sci-fi. So for Pegasus Riding, you have to choose a book that was published within the last 5 years, and for this I chose Heartstopper Volume 1. I am so excited for this! This is by Alice Oseman, by the way. This is a graphic novel that follows Charlie and Nick. They go to the same school, but they don't really know each other until one day they're made to sit together and they get really close, they become friends, and Charlie starts falling for Nick, but he doesn't think it's mutual. But turns out that Nick might be liking him as well, and things happen. I don't know which things happen because I haven't read it yet, but it sounds so cute. It sounds so cute and fluffy, and I'm so happy that I'm picking this up this month. And for canoeing, you have to read a book with a blue cover, and for this one I chose They Both Die at the End by Adel Silveira. I've had this on my TBR for so long. This takes place in a boat where you get a phone call 24 hours before you die telling you that you're going to die, and so you can choose how to spend your last day. And I believe it follows a couple of guys who decide to spend the last day together. So, I don't know, it just sounds like it's gonna be very cute, but also dark, but also cute. And as a Scorpio with a Libra Venus, I appreciate it. I also really like this detail, you know, with the clocks here at the side. I love it. So this is my TBR for the month of June. This is my Kindle, by the way. And I don't know, I'm very excited, but I'm also very scared. But it's fine. If I don't finish it, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you feel like it. And as always, I'll see you around. I've had a very shitty day. I'm very sick right now. Things are just not the best, but I've been told that Rick Riordan just posted a statement and I've been asked to react to it and like film myself seeing it for the first time. I'm sorry, I'm just very, yeah. So, okay, it's a video. Alright.
Hi everybody.
I'm sorry, I have to say first of all that Rick and Becky are just the most precious people in the whole entire world. They're so cute. Alright.
Your attention for a minute. Rick and I have an important announcement.
That's right, Becky. After a lot of hard work and a lot of support from you guys, Percy Jackson is coming to Disney Plus. Yes!
Yes.
More later.
What?
Hi everybody. Can we have your attention for a minute? Rick and I have an important announcement.
That's right, Becky. After a lot of hard work and a lot of support from you guys, Percy Jackson is coming to Disney Plus. Yes!
Yes.
More later.
Are you kidding me? Is this for real? Hey Percy Jackson fans, for the past decade you've worked hard to champion a faithful on-screen adaptation of Percy Jackson's world. Some of you have even suggested it would be a great series for Disney Plus. We couldn't agree more. We can't say much more at this stage, but we are very excited about the idea of a live-action series of the highest quality, following the storyline of the original Percy Jackson 5-book series, starting with the Lightning Thief in season 1. I just... I'm sorry. Oh my god. I feel stupid. I feel stupid right now. I'm crying. Rest assured that Becky and I will be involved in person in every aspect of the show. There will be much more news in the future, but for now we have a lot of work to do. Buckle up, demigods. It's going to be a fantastic, exciting ride. Oh my god. I can't believe this. We're going to have a Percy Jackson live action series on Disney Plus with involvement from Rick Riordan and Becky. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. This is too long already. I'm so sorry.